I just got the phone with somebody I haven't seen in a lot of years, and I'm actually a little blown away. This person had just spoken to me, and like I said, we hadn't talked in a while, but they dropped a series of short stories of some of the craziest stuff that you could ever even imagine. And the only thing that they all had in common was the fact that my name was mentioned. I've been low key keeping to myself for over 20 years. I don't hang out. I just keep to myself. But I made a statement. I was like, you know what? I said I found out that even a few years ago that my name comes up when people argue, and I'm like, I don't be around nobody. I found this out, and so he told me a bunch of stories of random encounters that he had where my name was actually mentioned. Um, a teacher that I haven't seen since high school, and he said that apparently this person still hates me, and I'm shocked. I'm surprised because I actually saw them in person. They say you look familiar. I don't think that they related my name with my face, but when he mentioned my actual name, they actually mentioned my official name, and they made a face and said, "Cut the conversation short and left." I'm like, "What in the world?" Um, and there was two other people. Um, two two people came to him at different times, upset, angry, um, about a situation that I was clueless about. I was not even aware that they were mad at me. I don't even hang out with them. One of them I didn't even know. And so when he started telling me the story, I'm like, okay, that kind of happened, but not quite the way that they actually said. And so I'm actually still surprised. And so I'm kind of like, man, there's a lot of bad stuff. Um, but then he also mentioned about how there was another situation, which was a bad situation I had nothing to do with, where somebody's life was actually saved because my name was mentioned. So that kind of redeemed the situation. Um, but a name is an interesting thing. Sometimes people may sully your name. They may say things that's not true. There be misunderstandings, misconceptions, lies and slander, and all this stuff can be spread about you. But in the midst of all of that chaos and all of that darkness, my name held enough integrity to be mentioned in a specific situation that I didn't even know about, with some a random stranger. Basically, life was saved all because my name was mentioned. Because the person um, who they had a situation with respected me that much. Um, I guess what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter how you live your life. There are going to be people that hate you, some without cause, some for things that are said that aren't even true. Um, and some people are going to hold your name in such high regard that when it's mentioned, that they calm down and there's a mellowness that hits them. So my whole thing is don't worry too much about what goes on. Just continue to just be a person of integrity. You know, you don't know who's hating on you. You don't know who's lying on you, and you also don't know who respects you. But this was kind of a wild ride, and I still don't even know how I feel about it. I'm looking more towards um, the life that was actually saved because my name was mentioned, because there was respect associated with. I'm looking at that positive, but I am still kind of in awe that a teacher, and I do remember the last time I saw them. Um, um, I'm like, hey, I'm waiting to say, have a nice life. It was, good having. I'm talking about like the last day of school, senior year, and they just looked at me. They were greeting everybody with a smile. Smile just dropped, and they gave me the stone face and just told me to get out. And that was the last time that I saw them until I ran into them before. Um, and they didn't associate my face with my name when I saw them, but apparently after the fact, my name was actually brought up, and they still held the same darn memories, and so that's kind of crazy. So some people are gonna hold on to things. Um, they're gonna hate you and not like you for whatever reason, no matter how good you may try to be. But like I said, just be a person of integrity, and this is just a part of life. So in the sea of the bad, there was some good, but I'm still kind of blown away that I was not a part of any of these conversations. I wasn't even a part of these situations. And I'm like, my name. This guy was saying there was more stories he had of crazy interactions when my name is mentioned. you know. But anyway, I just thought it was just kind of interesting, and just wanted to share and just kind of give some encouragement that there could be a wide spectrum of how people feel about you, but none of that really matters. Just keep doing you, and your character will shine through. Have a good one.